Greetings, Allis Chalmers fans. Today we're going to look at my Allis Chalmers D10 Series 3. These tractors were made from approximately 1957-58 up to 67, I do believe. The Series 1 was up through 1960, the Series 2 61 to 63, and then 64 to the end was the Series 3 tractors. Series 3 are the most sought after, I do believe. They have a number of improvements over the other series. To name a few, we do have front weights now. This is very much needed. The other tractors had a weight that is underneath the cow, but this adds some weight to the front of the tractor that's really needed. Also, the fenders were changed to match the other series. These have grab handles. They have a much better hydraulic system in them. And your tire choices on the Series 3, which I don't have, but you could get a 14.9 by 28 tire. These are 12.4 tires. And also larger front tires. If you're doing a lot of field work, that would probably be nice to have. The Series 3 also had better turnbuckles on the lift arms. The standardized 3-point system with hitch. We do have a battery box in the back, and we do have your PTO engagement and disengagement, your traction booster and controls, depth control, and then you had a remote, and then your up and down for your hydraulics on the back. Hydraulics on the back actually were probably pretty much carried over from, I would say, the CA series. The lift arm or the rams are a little bit bigger, but not much. The hydraulic system is a little different in these tractors. It is a constant flow here. I think it was the first Allis tractor with constant hydraulics. What is happening is it's a hydraulic pump here, feeds from the transmission reservoir. As long as the engine is turning, it turns a shaft. It's called a quill shaft that runs to the back and runs the pump. Allis did this to have live hydraulics all the time. The same way with the PTO. The PTO is hydraulic driven, and no matter if you put the clutch in or not, it will continue to operate. A little beefier points on the sides, greasable also. The previous series, a lot of this stuff was not greasable. Odd thing about these is they went to, I think, a different manufacturer for the throttle assembly. These, you push up for more throttle and you pull back for less. That's totally opposite on the previous series. Basic 4-speed transmission, the same as you would find in a D14 or D15 series. These tractors do have a habit if the operator abuses the transmission by not waiting on the transmission to stop to engage it, you will chew the gears up and eventually it will pop out of gear. This one does not have hydraulic or power steering, power steering. There was a ram that was located on the other side of the tractor. On your area right here was a hydraulic ram that would control your steering. Steering is not too bad. As long as you're moving, it turns just fine. I do find my D12 turns easier. I don't know why, but it's with the linkage geometry. This one does still have the old bath filter. They never went to a paper filter system. They originally had a generator on them. This one has been switched over to an auto stall alternator. Also on Series 3, they went to the oval muffler system to make them quieter. What else here? Simple check your oil. Anything else, you have the same latch system for the hood. Whole latch pulls off, lets you have access to the top of the motor very easily. Starter's accessible. A lot of the side plates are missing. What happens would be a critter of some sort would get in behind here and make a nest, chew up the wiring and stuff. So over time, farmers would take these off and just leave them off so they could clean out stuff. They do have on the transmission an access port to get to make adjustments to the transmission. However, you have to pull the right axle assembly off. So that's not the easiest thing to do. On a D15 series, all that is accessible directly from the side of the tractor. You do have a standard platform. They went with locking brakes, so they have a different system. They have a different brake clock system on the Series 3. Like I say, the hydraulic setup is totally different. It's a much better system. And that's pretty much it. Brief over, my tractors, I use them all the time. Like this one has a tiller on it, so they do get dirty. Sorry, I don't clean them up for my video here, but other common issues is dirt and debris will get down along the sides of the fenders. If you leave them set outside, they will rust horrendously and eat the whole side of the fender out. And these fenders are not easy to find. You can take a D15 Series 2 fender and make it work. You have to cut the notch out of the back to make it fit around the 3-point location here, but otherwise it will fit and it matches up. Traction booster system works very well on these. It's a whole lot more sensitive than the previous ones. I do enjoy using this tractor. It's very comfortable. Again, you have room, you have operator room. Some people complain about the distance between the steering wheel and the seat, but I do not find that as an issue. Some basic things here about starting it. Like always, you gotta turn the gas on. Sorry about that. But we have a basic gauge cluster here, oil pressure, traction booster, temp, and amp meter or voltmeter here. They could have a tach. That would be right here located, but I didn't see a lot of these tractors that ever had a tach on it. It does have a fuel gauge. That's a constant source of leaks for me. I tried all kinds of seals, gaskets, everything I can think of, and as you can see, the fumes make my paint bubble around the edge. But basically, to start the tractor, make sure it's in neutral, give a little gas, clutch in, and turn the key. So one thing I need about the hydraulic system, you can see here, you want to raise up on the lever, you can raise up and let go. It will raise the implement up. Once it's up all the way, it will click and cut off. Very handy to do that. That's about it for my D10 Series 3. I hope you like it. Thank you.